This is an edition of the Colorado Goat Whisperer. It's a brisk February day. We're out in the glen with Lovey, Bello, Saunter, and Sweetie. They're browsing on juniper trees. Let's demonstrate calling a goat by name. Each goat knows his own name and will come when called. Let's zero in here on Lovey. I'm going to call Lovey and we'll see what he does. Lovey! Lovey! Come! Yay! Good boy, Lovey. Very good. Yes, he came when called. Right now I don't have my clicker available, so I'm using the clicking of the tongue. That's just a reinforcement when I don't give treats. Very good. There's Sweetie. And let's let them browse a little more. And then we'll call somebody else. Let's see if Bello will come. He's the brown goat browsing ahead of us here on the tree next to Saunter, who's one of the black goats browsing. Let's see if Bello will come when called. Bello! Come! Very good, Bello. Good boy! Good boy! Since they operate in a herd mentality, sometimes all of them will come when one is called, but only the one whose name is called will turn and look. That's when you know if the goat actually knows his name. And then there are those times when only that one comes and the rest do not follow along. But it's usually that one who's called who comes immediately and starts out first. And sometimes the other guys follow along too because they think they're going to get a treat. So there we have Saunter and who's that? Sweetie and Saunter browsing on a branch. Sweetie! Sweetie! There he is. Good boy, Sweetie! Yes! You know your name. Good boy. Excellent. There's Lovey. There's Lovey. Let's see what Lovey does in a few moments when we call him. They love to browse on trees, especially cedar and juniper trees, and fruit trees. Oh, I see Bello has picked up my glove. Look at him. Lovey is way over a little bit by himself. Let's see what he does when I call him. Lovey! There he looks up. Come! Come! Lovey! There he comes. Good boy! Come on! Come on, Lovey. Come on. Come on. Good boy, Lovey. Good boy. You know your name. Good boy. So when we call them, we also do a hand signal, which isn't shown in this video, but I usually put my hand out like so and do this. Sometimes I call them just with the signal and no voice command. They know both. I'll call out the name and just do the hand signal. Let's see what happens if I do that this time. See, I'll do it to Saunter. I'll call out his name, I'll do the hand signal, which is the come hither, and see what he does. Saunter! 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 There he comes. There he comes. Good boy, Saunter! Very good. So how did they learn this? Well, we start out with treats. When they were very young, they were only about a month old. No, actually, they were about 2 months old. But as early as a month, we started associating each goat with his own name and repeating it over and over again whenever talking to the goat and looking directly into the goat's eyes and saying his name. And then when they were about 2 months old, I did the first set of commands using treats. I would call the goat's name, and at first it didn't work. He didn't associate, none of them associated their names with coming when called. But I would say the goat's name, wave a treat in front of his face, and he quickly got the idea. And then I repeated that several times over with that particular goat, calling out his name, rewarding him with a treat, and clicking the clicker. And then I would intermittently do the clicker with a treat. Sometimes no treat, sometimes only the clicker. And then again with a treat. And then I repeated the same process with each goat. And they were all together in a meadow that day, as early as 2 months old. And in that one afternoon, after about 3 sessions each, they each learned their name. And then again, later that day, I repeated it. And of course, every day repeated it. And they got it in no time. So before commencing with any other training, it's important that the goats first know their names. And so that's the very basic command, getting the goat to know his name, to look at you when you say his name, and then to come when called. With everything I've taught my goats, I use some kind of a motion